Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, he is a legend in retail and restaurants, and he has the privilege of working with some of the country's most iconic brands. His incredible story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, the restaurant industry changes by the day. I remember what happened during COVID when everybody suddenly had to become virtual and make sure that they're able to serve their customers even when they couldn't physically see them. Somebody who knows about the changing nature of the restaurant industry is my next guest, Sherif Mityas. He is the CEO of BRIX Holdings. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. Let's start at the very beginning. So your first job in retail was Sears.
Sears and Roebuck. I helped them with their cell phone strategy back then when no one really knew what a cell phone was, and fell in love with retail and consumers and, how do you get consumers to actually buy something? Not the easiest thing in the world.
I don't want to date you, but when cell phones were first coming out, this is like the 80s.
This was the 80s. So yes, you dated me. It was a while ago, and Sears only carried one brand at the time, Nokia. So there was they were trying, BlackBerry, this little upstart was trying to break in, and there was no even thought of something called Apple.
Okay, so continue your journey because you've worked with some amazing companies and now you have your own.
Yeah, so spent a lot of time in retail, 20 plus years. Was fortunate enough to then my first CEO gig was with Hollywood Video and Movie Gallery. And so I had 3,000 stores in the video rental and game business, competed against Blockbuster, obviously. And then this little upstart called Redbox came in, and then Netflix. And the world changed. So from there, went back and did some more retail, worked with grocers, and then joined TGI Fridays as their chief experience officer. And then fortunate enough to join now BRIX Holdings, a great restaurant portfolio group based here in Dallas.
Absolutely. We're going to show some of the brands that you get to work with right now. This is off of your company website. Why don't you just kind of go through them and tell us about some of the brands?
Yeah, so we have, as you can see, 8 great brands. The biggest one being Friendly's, an iconic 89-year-old family dining restaurant based in the Northeast, and a little over 100 restaurants up and down the East Coast. And then we've got a couple frozen yogurt concepts, Red Mango, Orange Leaf. We have our Super Salad, for those of you here in Texas, very familiar with the homemade scratch soups and salads. Humble Donuts, Pizza Jukebox, a pizza brand. And then a brand we just acquired back in May, Clean Juice. It's about 80 stores around the country. The only certified organic juice bar that exists in the U.S.
Outstanding. And this is a great time to get into franchising, isn't it?
It's an amazing time to get into franchising. There's so many opportunities, and especially for folks that really want to do something that they can call their own, right? Franchising provides the opportunity to create something that you own, that you build, that you work for, and creates not only personal wealth, but generational wealth. We have franchisees that started with one store and now have 30, and something to pass down to their family, and it's a great business.
We were talking before we went on the air about one of your favorite success stories.
Yeah, it's Nusha. She's one of our franchisees down in San Antonio. She started with one Orange Leaf store, frozen yogurt store, single mom, really wanted to do something to kind of create something for her family, worked it, got her other family members involved. She now owns 3 very successful stores, really creating a mini empire for herself and her family. And it's just an amazing story and something that anyone, when you think about the American dream, can actually achieve.
Sure. Tell me about the interview process when you're meeting somebody who's considering going in for the first time, and maybe they're a very successful doctor, they know clinics, but they don't know yogurt.
Right.
What's the interview process like?
Yeah, it's really all about, I look for passion. I look for someone who really loves the product, right? You have to love what you sell. And a number of our franchisees got into it because they went to a store and they fell in love with the product. And they're like, I want to sell this. I want to be part of this brand. And so we can teach you how to serve frozen yogurt. We can teach you how to serve juice, how to make smoothies, how to prepare food. Those are all trainable aspects of being a franchisee. Passion, work ethic, being hospitable, not just serving guests, but being in the hospitality industry is something you can't teach. It's something that's innate, and that's what we look for.
Outstanding. You're only as good as your team, so let's go ahead and pull up his dream team. And why don't you brag on the folks you've assembled?
Yeah, so the two gentlemen there with me, John Antioco is actually my chairman and the founder of BRIX Holdings, a mentor to me. I would not be anywhere in my career without him. His partner in crime is Larry Zine, who's an advisor to us on our board, equally a mentor, and just the opportunity to learn from those two is invaluable on a daily basis. And then I have a rock star team. Mitzi Brown, who's my chief legal officer, decades of experience in retail and hospitality. Roberto DeAngelis, who is my Italian creative chief experience officer, does everything from our culinary to our store design. He just injects life into our brands. And then, of course, Rick Brown, who I actually got the pleasure of working with at TGI Fridays. He now is my CFO and does an amazing job, not only for us, but our franchisees. And then, of course, my right hand, Dawn Petit. Dawn is my president and COO of all my brands, 40-plus years with the Friendly's brand, running restaurants. I couldn't do what I do without her right next to me.
We're going to show a clip from Fox and Friends in a second, but I want you to set the stage, because I grew up in Michigan, and Friendly's was an iconic name. Right. For the folks who haven't heard of Friendly's, why don't you tell us about the concept?
Yeah, so Friendly's was, again, 89 years old, started in Wilmington, Massachusetts, and is family dining at its core. Great Americana food, burgers, melts, wraps, but then ice cream. Lots of ice cream. About 30% of all our checks at a Friendly's has an ice cream on it. A great sundae or a fribble, which we call our shakes. And this on Fox and Friends was a little fun. It was our 88th birthday, and we were, let's call it having fun, making sure they knew how to make some Friendly sundaes.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Well, earlier we had lobster rolls. Now it's time for some ice cream.
Because today is National Ice Cream Day.
Yeah, and here to help us celebrate with some sundaes is CEO of BRIX Holdings, Sherif Mityas, along with the president of Friendly's Restaurants, Don Pettit. Good to see you both.
Good morning.
It's great to be here. Thanks so much for having us.
So we're going to make some sundaes today.
Yes, you are.
When is it too early to eat ice cream?
Never too early, because it's National Ice Cream Day.
Okay.
And it's Friendly's 88th birthday.
There you go.
88 years.
Started in 1935 up in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Is that why scoops are 88 cents?
88 cents all week.
I was wondering about that.
Can't get anything by you, Adam.
That's right.
88 cents.
That's
right
great.
here.
What is your most popular flavor?
Well, we have my most favorite flavor is the black raspberry. Dawn, what would you say is the most popular?
Vanilla. No.
Vanilla ice cream.
I'm like, gotta go chocolate.
Chocolate.
So Adam and I, we're going to have a competition in just a moment on who makes the best sundaes. It's going to be Pete and Kaylee against me and Adam. And Adam, I'm going to reveal an internal debate we were having so that you can help solve it.
Okay.
Do you think, Dawn, we should go minimalist or maximist? Because here's the thing. Like, you go to one of these places and you load up toppings, and then you take your second bite, and you're like, that was a mistake.
Why don't we let them sample it for us first?
What?
Or you can answer that question, Dawn.
I'm going to show you how to do it first.
Okay.
There you go. Then you're going to see. So,
Maximalist.
I have a question. Are these edible? Can I drink this?
they are.
Yes, those are our world-famous fribbles.
All right, so we're going to start with strawberry milk. We're going to show you today that it's never too early for ice cream and never too late for cereal. So we're going to add in some of your favorite fruity cereal.
Interesting.
We're going to then add in 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream.
I think we're going maximalist.
Yes, I think that's accurate.
Answer your question.
We're going big.
If you're doing it, you might as well.
That does look good.
Then we're going to add in some more cereal.
Definitely.
We're going to put in a 3rd scoop of ice cream.
Who invented this? This
Push
is
it down a little
Look at
bit.
this. What's the name of this thing?
Like my daughter's
This
dream.
is the Super Sundae Dunk.
Super Sundae Dunk.
Okay, then this is usually tough for people. We got to get the whip right.
That's
okay.
going to take talent.
Then we're going to try to keep all the cereal on
More
the whipped
Fruit
cream
Loops.
There you go.
and add a cherry.
Real quick, what's in here? What's in this?
This is strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
Milk and
So it's like
strawberry
a bowl of
cereal.
cereal.
There you go.
Oh, so we're just making that. This is
Yes.
what we're doing.
Yes,
It's
this
like a
is what we're
competition to
doing.
do that better.
That's right.
See what you guys
These are
got.
really
Here we go.
So it's me and Pete versus Will and Adam. Let's roll. Who can create a better Sunday?
Yeah,
All
1 or
right.
2 scoops.
There you go.
But look what we have access to.
There you go. The extra.
Cereal.
In.
Well, you know, we're doing a different order.
We're doing it with a little bit more care.
I know.
But we have
now we
extra
got 2
stuff.
scoops.
Look, don't you get in tight here.
If
Get
you
off
don't
the
win, I'm going to have a very sad 3-year-old.
Stop putting them on.
We got M&Ms.
Dump it all. Dump it all.
Keep them together.
Just keep dumping.
A little more ice.
Show me how it's done.
No, you do it.
Also, I think.
Okay, then we go here.
Not one.
Just critique.
gosh.
Don't listen.
Yes. The taste is what matters.
If I'm being honest, I like strawberries. Can I have strawberries?
Yeah, sure. This is your Sunday.
We have more ice cream.
Oh,
We got 1 more scoop.
That's like a good.
Oh, there you
We're
go.
adding
we're going to lose.
No. Ours is based on the
We did. We just really buried them at this
There.
point.
Look at that. Yep.
Dawn, we have a new Sunday.
Here we go.
You can name it. You can name it after us.
We're going to name this after these guys.
Let's get it in the hole.
Like a volcano.
There you go.
Look at that. We got
It
some.
tells us we got to go. We're going to reveal the winners when we come back
When we come
on
back.
Boxing Friends.
Look at that.
I think they would need a little bit more training to become an employee.
Yes, they gave it their best effort, but it was a little bit more help.
And you were telling me just during that it was supposed to be an outdoor segment.
It was. Luckily, they moved us inside, or all that ice cream would have melted.
It would have been soup. Okay, in the final couple minutes, let's talk about the person who's watching this saying, "Man, this might be for me." What's the process?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. You can go on to www.brixholdings.com. It has all our brands there, so you can click whatever brand you'd like, and that'll take you to a page that says, "I want to be a franchisee." And it just has a few questions. You send in a little bit of information, and then one of my awesome development team members will reach out to you and basically walk you step by step, right? Help you understand what do you need in terms of funding, what do you need in terms of site selection, which brand is really, the best suited for your background, your interests, and really what you want to go do. We kind of walk you through it step by step. It's pretty easy. That's the beauty of becoming a franchisee, is the franchisor, we help you with everything. We help you with the store design, we help you with the training, we help you get product, we help you with the pricing and the menu and the technology. You basically just need to bring in elbow grease and passion and the openness to learn and serve guests.
That's awesome. And all the ice cream you can eat.
And all the ice cream you can eat. Yes.
That's a great way to end the segment. We'll leave you with the website again, which is brixholdings.com. Sherif, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.